Yeah, I mean, it's Shohei Ohtani. You kind of expect.
I mean, you try to match the guy for sure. You know, I think, Shohei hits that homer there, you try to make that stand up. And
knocked down in the first round, you got to stand up and here's one of the best hitters in the game.
ドジャース対ブルワーズの2戦目はブルワーズの怪物新人話題持ちきりのミジオロウスキー投手が先発となりました。ミジオロウスキーはキャリア初の12奪三振を記録しましたが、注目された大谷との対決は大谷がドジャース史上最速となる31号ホームランを放ちました。ミジオロウスキー、カーショウ両監督の会見、LA 中継のホームラン予測など訳しました。
I'm going with a guy who also throws 100 miles an hour. I'm going Shohei Ohtani. First at bat, 1-0, Shohei Dodgers. Really quick, Shohei goes deep, 50 push-ups. Let's go, Shohei, come on.
Ohtani greets the rookie with a majestic blast. On an 0-2 pitch. .108 off the bat, a breaking ball for an 0-2 pitch. It's a sharp breaking ball. It's a slider. It's right down the middle, though. The one before that, Ohtani swung that in the dirt. This one, he hangs for him, and he doesn't miss it. He says, "You're impressive, but I'm Ohtani." And the Dodgers are on the board.
Yeah, I mean, it's Shohei Ohtani. You kind of expect. So it's cool to see him do it in action, but it fires me up even more. Coming back the next at bat and striking him out. So, it's just I'm right there, and I think it was a moment of like, okay, now we go.
What was it like today matching up against the future Hall of Famer there in Kershaw?
Yeah, I mean, you have all the respect in the world to face Kershaw, and the 3,000 Ks. It's awesome to see a guy like that and match up against him, but I saw something on online that he didn't know who I was, so I hope that he knows me now. It's kind of cool, but it is what it is.
He talked after the game, talked about your stuff, saying, "I don't know how you hit that honestly." Just when he coming from somebody like that, just how does it feel to hear that kind of compliment from somebody with that track record?
Awesome, yeah. I mean, that's the guy that you looked up to when I was growing up, so it's awesome to hear stuff like that and words of encouragement.
There were several moments today where you pumped your fist, you let out a yell. It kind of seems like you're the kind of guy who just wears his heart on his sleeve. When you're excited, everybody's going to know that you're excited.
Yeah, 1,000%. I'm going to let you know, and I'm fired up for every out, every inning. So, whenever I have a good inning, you're going to see me get pumped up and fly off the field. So, I'm trying to, root the team on and do my job and make it easy for the guys behind me.
I've talked about your last outing. Obviously, talked about just kind of when you wanted the strikeouts, challenging to get there. How much just kind of more free did you feel on the mound today, just kind of getting back to your true self?
Yeah, I felt better for sure. Was able to throw the ball to both sides of the plate today, which helped a lot. Just kind of had more of a mix. It wasn't as predictable as I have been recently. So, overall it was better for sure. Made some bad pitches there in the fourth. There's a few hits that just left the ball middle a few times, but overall it was a little bit better today.
Did you feel like they were hitting the ball that hard that inning though?
The one to Vaughn was the mistake. I left that slider middle. But yeah, Contreras rolls that ball, and then Collins, off the glove of Mookie right there. So those are tough. You can't really do a whole lot about that, but yeah, the Vaughn one was a mistake one for sure.
What were your impressions of their guy, Mr. House?
Yeah, I know him now, huh? I mean, that was super impressive. Yeah, I mean that was unbelievable. It was really special. I mean, everything. Obviously the velo, but he's got 4 pitches, commands the ball, and made it. I mean, I don't know how you hit that. Honestly, that's just really tough. So, I mean the 3 guys that came out of the pen for them plus him. I mean, I don't think we saw a fastball under 98 today as a team. So, you can talk about struggling all you want, but I don't know how. I mean, this was just a tough game. We got to give up. I can't give up any runs. That's just the way it goes.
You guys were in lockstep. Were you feeling just kind of the battle amongst you two?
I mean, you try to match the guy for sure. You know, I think, you know, Shohei hits that homer there. You try to make that stand up, and unfortunately that fourth inning just gave up, you know, one too many.
Does it make it more frustrating when it's, you know, like that fourth inning, they're building the inning on you, like with those base hits, kind of like hard to control, especially with what's happening on the other side?
What's hard to control?
Like the way they're getting those hits, not super hard hits.
Oh, that's just baseball. You know, it's just part of it. You know, you just.
You had his last inning. You did get the third and second one out, and weren't able to get that time right. Just what did you think about kind of the way he responded there after?
He was excited. I mean, he's facing our club, and at home, I think he's not really coming off a good one. So, first time into the sixth inning, so he was, you know, he left it all out there. So, the emotions, I absolutely get it, and you know, third baseman makes a really good play, throwing over Shohei's shoulder, and we got to try to play for a run. And second and third, we're going on contact, and he was back, but still made a nice play. So you got to tip your hat there, but I get the emotion.
What was the right read with Ohtani going on that play where he tried to score?
Yeah, no, that's just a ball on the ground, and he was back, and you know, he made a good play. So I think that the way that Michael's swinging the bat, they got a lefty behind him. So second and third, we still have a runner in scoring position. We got to try to make a play.
The kid again has elevated his game to another level. You know, like giving up the leadoff home run. It's like getting knocked down in the first round. You know, you got to stand up and you know, here's one of the best hitters in the game, and he leaves a breaking ball up. Didn't finish it. Gives up a homer. And wow, you know, it's like taking a stiff one in the first round. And then he got back up, took a standing 8, got back up, and battled. And we, you know, normally could have taken him out in the 6th, but his stuff just ticked up in the 6th, and we're like, keep him in. And you know, he went through the heart of the order third time, and that's not easy against a team like this. So hats off to him and to William, the job he did, and it's just really great to see.
For that first Ohtani at bat, when he makes that mistake with the curveball, the second time he comes up to go right back at him with that same pitch and execute and get him.
And that's William's help, you know. That's William understanding. Like, look, you gotta know that your curveball's plenty good when you execute it. You know, that's the game. Pitching is not just throwing 100 miles an hour and not having something to go with it. You know, so it's really, you know, he's a pitcher. He's a pitcher.
First at bat, 1-0, Show Dodgers. Really quick, Shohei goes deep, 50 push-ups. Let's go, Shohei, come on.
Well, Jerry, you said 50 push-ups. He went deep, and the fans have been clamoring for this on Twitter for the last 2.5 hours, so it's time to pay up. And I love the musical choice there by our audio guy, Joe McGrath, getting it done. No, but while he's doing some push-ups, we could talk a little Dodger baseball if you'd like, because we're going to see Tyler Glasnow activated off the injured list.